What's up, guys? This is Phillyswords RC. Today I'm gonna do a review on my Losi Super Baja Rey 2.0. Today what I'm gonna do a review. I already took the roll cage off, got inside the car so I could take a look, and you could take a look at the inside underneath the roll cage, underneath the body, underneath the roll cage, and see how everything looks. But the body is the weakest thing on here. This thing is, you would think I had it for a minute. I've been driving it for less than a week and the body is almost done. It rolls a lot, which I don't like, but that's fine. But at least the body is, the plastic is too hard. As soon as you roll, you crack it. Now the front of the body comes with the light strip, and I like that. Comes with the light strip. It's very bright. Then with the roll cage on, you know it'd be a light right there in the center of it. You see I put little tape on there trying to save something of the body. Got pieces missing out the body. And as for the body, I get a body of 5. I give it a rating of 5. Cause this body looks good, but it's too hard. It's way too hard. If they made it a little softer, where it can flex more, you know, it would be cool. See, the design of it is awesome. The design is awesome, but the durability of it is very horrible. It's the worst. Only broke one body up like that. It was my Volcano body, and the reason why that broke up, because it was freezing cold outside. It was freezing cold and it cracked it all up from one flip. So I understand that. This body, it was a slight flip, not full throttle flip, just coming off a turn, and it cracked. It's like when you try to get the inside the car, you know, it's a little challenge. The repairs ain't challenging. Only challenging part about this is taking the body off and the roll cage off. You got a lot of screws to go through. I haven't really counted them. If you don't have a power tool to get inside of here, you'll be all day. But I still like this truck. It jumps great. It slides really good. It's mainly meant for dirt. Not for street. You can do street with it though. You can still drive it on the street, drive it in the grass, but it tends to flip a lot more when you're driving on pavement, hard pavement. Now I'm gonna give an all-around rating for this car. This is without the body and just the roll cage. You got the wires running from front to the middle to the LED lights. You got LED lights right here on the front and LEDs in the back. I like the scale look of the roll cage, how you got the fire extinguisher on both sides. You have the jack right there. You got the spare tires in the back. You got the fan. I don't know what this stuff's supposed to be. Look like it's supposed to be like hoses running to something. It keeps you from crashing down on the ESC and damaging that. So, you know, that helps out a lot. It helps the body as much as the body can be helped. But I like the roll cage. I like how they got the guys in there. I plan on putting the camera back here. You know, get me a camera, put it back here so I can record from the inside of the car. This is what it looks like without the body and the roll cage. Now you can see all the independent mechanics inside. Here go the overview. This is a lot different than any RC I ever had. You know, this is you know how it's set up. It's basically the same, but a lot of stuff is a lot different. You can see the sway bar right here in the rear. In the front of the car, there go the sway bar. Yeah, there we go. There goes the sway bar right there. You got independent shocks in the front, aluminum shock. And in the rear, you got an axle. You got the axle in the rear with aluminum shocks, big bore aluminum shocks. You got the big old arm right there. And you got CVDs in the middle with metal cups on it. 150 amp ESC, 8S capable, smart ESC, and you got the 750, or was it 780? 780 kV motor. You got a Spektrum servo, digital servo, metal gears. You got a metal servo arm. Now the receiver, I do not like that location because there's nothing covering it. So you can get all kinds of rocks and everything else in there. Now here go the battery tray. The inside of the car, what the battery tray look like. You can stack 2 4S batteries in here to make it an 8. And they also give you a cushion just so it don't be bouncing around. This is a hard plastic. It's not metal, it's a hard plastic. So you don't want your batteries banging around in there like that. Now here's underneath view. Underneath view where you got a metal chassis. You can see the drive shaft a little better. You put the batteries, you hook it up to that little part right there. Here go the battery compartment. You pull this, pull it out. That's how you access the battery area. Something different for me because I'm not used to that. You got thick arms in the front. You got bead lock tires. You got the brake caliper and the rotor and caliper. Like that look of the car. It's all around. These arms are plastic, a little flimsy, but you kind of want that flex with this car because of suspension. You do want that flex. A lot of plastic, also a lot of aluminum. You got aluminum bore shocks, front and rear. The front shocks are shorter than the rear shocks. The rear shocks are a little longer. I didn't adjust this yet, but I'm going to adjust it, the rod height of it. See if I get it a little stiffer, can I avoid the flips? I'm not going to count the body too much in durability because it doesn't stop the car from working just because the body's broken. So I'm not going to count the body. Now, it gets the 10 in stable. Oh no, 10 in handling. You get an 8 in stable. As for electronics, you get a 10 in electronics. In the build quality, it gets a 9.5. The reason why I say 9.5 in build quality, but no, the build quality is excellent. It's how they install, put the receiver at, put the receiver right there. So build quality, I'm gonna have to give build quality. I'm gonna have to duck for that, but I'm gonna give it a 9.5 for build quality. But really, it gets a 10 in build quality. Just don't like where they put the receiver at. What I like to do with my RC cars, when after I bash them, especially in dirt, I like to clean them off right away. Like as soon as I get home, I clean them off so I can see what's broken, what's what. That's how you get to learn the car. If you don't have to fix it, you at least want to know how things work. You want to see what it looked like, what it's supposed to look like. You want to be able to tell if something broken. You know what I mean? When you cleaning it, you'll see all of that. You'll see something broke. Like that. Like I just cleaned my Typhon and one of my arms is broke. My bulkhead is broke. And I didn't realize it because I wrote it and just sat it on the shelf. after I drove it. Looking at it closer, the bulkhead is broke where the hinge pins go at. That's why I like to clean my cars. Let's keep it simple. That's good. I like my cars to be clean. The price range of this car is pretty high. It's pretty high. I'll put the price range right here. You'll see the price right there of the car. But you know, Horizon is having a sale, so you may can get it for cheaper. But that's the price that I know. This car did it all around. Let's see. What you think I should give it? What do you think I'm gonna give it? I think it should get a 9.5 in the all-out rating. I'll give this a 9.5. Just a 9.5. Because the thing is, with the roll cage on there, and you know, with the body on there, it takes, like when you get it dirty and you remove all that to get the dirt out of certain areas, which I did. That's why I'm doing this video now. You know, it's a lot of work just to take the body off and get debris out of everywhere. I still see places where it's dirty, but it's clean enough. I cleaned it out, put some WD-40 in there so I, you know, wouldn't rust no screws. I use what cleaners did I use? Let me get it real quick. I use Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. And then I use this Super Tech lubrication spray, you know, to spray off all the plastic, spray the screws. It's good to spray the screws. You can use this or WD-40 or on any, well, most lubrication sprays, as long as it's not too thick. This is what I use to clean the vehicles, and I use a toothbrush and a spray on the tires to get inside the groove so it don't be so much dirt packed in there. Well, as always, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. This is Phillyswords RC, and I'm out.